I'll be honest, accounts isn't the most interesting topic to talk about. Take my bookkeeper. She thinks it's her dream job. I couldn't even bear 5 minutes of understanding all the weird tax laws and legislation. So in today's video, I asked Daniel Welling of the MSP Finance Team, what is the question he gets asked constantly by his clients and prospects? And as always, we're going to try and predict what he's going to say because I don't actually watch the videos which get sent to me until after recording this part, which is probably a stupid idea. But I'm going to go with, how much can I get for selling my MSP? As the question. So don't fall asleep now. I'm sure Daniel has some riveting financial information for us that's going to keep us on the edge of our seats. Over to you, Daniel.
The most common question I hear from my clients is, what is EBITDA and how do you spell it? Spelling it is the easy part, although I have seen it spelt wrong before. EBITDA is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. In simple terms, EBITDA is a way of looking at a company's profits without considering certain expenses that may not be directly tied to its core operations. By excluding these costs, interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization, the resulting EBITDA number gives a clearer picture of a company's operating profitability. This can be useful for comparing the financial performance of different companies, as well as making decisions about investing or buying a company. For the majority of MSPs, the EBITDA will be broadly what you report as your net profit in your statutory accounts. This is because most MSPs don't borrow much money and therefore don't pay a lot of interest. They also don't have lots of machinery or equipment to depreciate. Relative to, say, a business with a factory full of machines, MSPs have laptops, perhaps cars, perhaps some furniture. And finally, most MSPs don't have much amortization, which is another form of depreciation. The majority of MSPs will be able to see their profit before tax, which in the UK is corporation tax, within their accounts platform, Sage, Xero, QuickBooks. That is assuming that their bookkeeping is up to date and accurate. Most MSPs now fall down an EBITDA black hole, and that is using this number as a basis for valuation. Most MSPs will have heard of a multiplier being applied to EBITDA, and there'll be lots of debate over what that multiplier is, but that's for another day. EBITDA-based valuations, I often find, don't really apply to businesses, say, below 2 million of revenue. And that is because most MSPs of that size and below will still probably have an active shareholder in the business who extracts their remuneration via a blend of tax efficient methods, including PAYE basic pay, dividends, and pension contributions. So you may have heard of another term, which is adjusted EBITDA. And very simply, this is where we add back or take away those payments that relate purely to a shareholder remuneration. Perhaps we add back the director's pension contribution and basic pay. This has the effect of inflating the EBITDA and therefore the valuation. However, the best term I've heard in this respect is normalized EBITDA. And this is broadly where we both add back and take away. So we take away the basic pay, the pension contributions, any other benefits that might apply to that shareholder, but we add back a market competitive salary paid via PAYE so that it includes all of the associated employment taxes. And this will likely reduce the EBITDA and therefore the valuation. Using EBITDA and other financial factors measured in your MSP are crucial to managing and growing the business. And this starts with accurate and timely monthly management accounts.
And there we have it. Some information about numbers and accounts and probably some tax things too. Was I right? Honestly don't know. But joking aside, thank you so much for Daniel for stepping in. Let me know in the comments who you'd like me to ask this question to next time, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye-bye.